Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And I have got a sort of a plan that I hope works. This is what's left of a 16 by 20 inch piece of acetate that I cut up into all kinds of little swipe cards. And I have some gifted to me from Nadine also. And a large one in case I need that one. I am fully prepared with palette knives. I want to do an experiment. These are the colors I'm thinking about using. That's a bronze, copper by whoever. They're all good. 24 karat gold with some orange in it. Deco-Art Americana, 24 karat gold with nothing in it. I think that is whatever. That's whatever kind of gold substituted when I get very close to the end of the 24 karat gold. This is a golden product that's quinacridone magenta with some iridescent pearl fine in it. This is an orange from Folk-Art that's color shifting. That's got a great color shift to it. Wicked pink. Wicked. This is some silver from I don't know how many years ago, and it still seems like it's good. This is a Modern Masters that's sort of coppery, but that's not what it's called. This is a purple. What's left of my dioxazine purple is usually a Hobby Lobby brand. And this is, there's not much of that in there. That is a Folk-Art neon multi-surface acrylic. This is my Velveeta. I make that with the Modern Masters yellow and orange until I like the color. This is a Fire Opal from Folk-Art. I believe that is a Treasures. This is a berry metallic from Deco-Art Americana. This is a color shifting purple flash from Folk-Art. This is my magenta with nothing in it more than maybe some other magenta color to make it go further because it's $30 for 4 ounces. This is something you can't get anymore. This is Mysterious or Mystique or whatever from Art Minds. This is my, I believe it's actually a gloss enamel acrylic from Folk-Art, but it could be from Deco-Art. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do a comparison, I hope. So that one's the enamel. And this is a cell activator left from doing blooms. And I want to try both of them. And I'm going to put those right there. And then I'm going to try to remember which is which. Put those down. I have a 6, oh no, I'm going to practice a dry run on a 14 by 14 inch. So maybe you guys will remember which one of those is which. I'm going to give myself the opportunity to get rid of that dry paint. And grab an OXO omelet turning spatula, best paint spreading tool around, bar none that I know of. I put a brake underneath my turntable so it wouldn't keep turning. A double silicone cupcake container brake. But I still need all my bottles to be out of the way. And then I need to run my spatula along the top with a bead of paint and hope that that will help facilitate paint running down over the edge. I'm going to swipe so I don't really need to worry about tipping or tilting or whatever you call it. I usually call it either one. I have most of that covered, and I'm going to use white on the rest, although I would love to use the Venetian blue and see what happens and then use a white cell activator. Didn't think about that until right now. Alright, so I'm going to wipe off my OXO omelet turning spatula that you can find if you are looking for it. Under the link tree there's an Amazon link. If you shop there it's at no added cost to you. Shop wisely. I noticed today that that something was a little overpriced, so I replaced it with something that was less expensive. So do price comparisons. Don't waste your money. I know Amazon won't be happy with me for saying that, but I don't care. Alright, so now I need some white, and I made some white up the other day. And I think I shook this, but I can shake it again. Better safe than sorry. Put that aside. Now when I do the white, actually it doesn't really matter what happens on this side because I'm going to be swiping it into it anyway. I'm going to pull that. Yeah, I did not clean my spatula well. Must be that cerveza right before I did the painting. I'm going to squeeze that paint right in there. And then I'm going to pick my colors from what I showed you. Not knowing exactly what. I was thinking I was going to do a 16 by 20 inch canvas, honestly. Which would have maybe allowed most of those colors, but I'm not sure what's going to happen now. I'm not going to worry too much about my edges. I hope that I can stop myself. I'm going to throw, well, you know what? I've got that paint on that spatula, so why not use it? I'm not being very careful, for sure. I just want to play, and I want to do it now. And I'm going to start by using colors that I like. Any old way I want, and I'm going to put them aside. Oh, I'm going to use this purple. I don't know who made this purple. I know it has some iridescent pearl fine in it. Now I did actually do this the other day, and what I did was I put it into a shovel. And then I just flipped it into place. But I think I'm just interested in, that doesn't look nearly as pretty coming out of the bottle right now as it does when I actually see it dry. That is Prussian blue from probably from Grumbacher. So I'm going to try. This is a Venetian blue that I wasn't expecting to use from Modern Masters. And here is the Deco-Art Americana 24 karat gold with some orange in it. I just feel like tipping it and calling it good. And everybody keeps asking me when I'm going to use more copper, so I think I'm going to use some copper now. Just because it's pretty. Nice copper. So I want to throw a little bit of Anita's white metallic in there. What does it feel like to want? That is not squeezing out. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe not. Why don't I just use the Sargent Pearl that I have, which can't be. I guess I'm not using any of that. Never mind. Just forget I mentioned it. Here is the quinacridone magenta. I really wanted to play with the magenta with the copper. See, I'm all done. See how I am? I want more blue. I can't help it. I just do. Let's put some of that up here. Alright, so I'm going to take a card. And I'm going to take my scissors. And I'm going to cut myself a little piece right now. And I am going to dip it into the cell activator to begin with. And see what happens with that. I need a little dish to scrape off into. I'm not seeing much happening with that. Black and white should always sell no matter what. I've got a damp studio rag to wipe off my card with, and I am going to go ahead and use some white enamel as my swipe color. I would if it were open. That should be open. That had a top on it. Alright, I'm going to use some regular white because black and white sell anyway. And I'm going to pull back this way because I can. That's the name of my first book. It's on the Amazon link under Show More. Under the video there's a link tree, and that's where you can find all kinds of stuff. I did not put any gold in there. That's really bizarre. She's different after happy hour. Yeah, me a little bit. Alright, so I've got this little dish, and I just keep scraping off my card. And then I put my swipe cloth between two things. Now I'm going to use maybe less. I'm going to use the enamel. and wind it around. I like the winding around part. Scrape off my card again. I may dribble what's on the card in the end. So why don't I go ahead and give myself permission. I'm going to wipe that card right off. You know what? I should have cleaned that tip out, and I'm sorry to make you wait. You can watch the pretty painting while it turns into cells. Hopefully it will do that. And I'm going to grab anything that actually has a point on it, other than that thing I just grabbed a second ago. And hope that this will actually, yeah, I think so. I think that worked. My stainless steel tweezers that are also available on the Amazon link under the link tree. Wow, I've completely lost my ability to screw the cap on a bottle because I have something in my hand. Okay, put the something down, Priscilla, and there's got to be paint in those threads because it's not helping me get this. There we go! Yay! Wow, that was interesting. I got some pretty cells here. And I have a little curve on that side of that card. So I'm going to make sure it goes curved down. I just want to drag my card right through the colors. That's pretty interesting. I'm liking that. So much for the whole experiment that was meant to happen. That's coming pretty cool. I am going to scrape off my card again, wipe off my card again, dip my card again, hope I can get some cells. If I can't, I still have some pretty interesting stuff going on here. And if I stop soon, I won't destroy all my negative space, which I'm kind of liking. I think I like working with the corner of the card until it digs right down all the way. So that might tell you, hey, I completely ignored my palette knives. So a little skewer action isn't hurting anything. I don't think, yet. I'm being called to orange. I know there wasn't any in there, but I'm being called to it, and I think I'm going to grab just the tiniest little, if I can find a tiny, well, it's got dry paint on everything, well, tiny little swipe card, maybe less is more. Occurred to me I hadn't done anything with that down in that corner, but I was kind of liking how it looked. You don't always have to do what you start out to do. If you're inspired to do something else, do something else. I've been making all kinds of strange, cool paintings out of the bloom technique gone sideways, or just not going my way at all. So that's pretty cool. And I really did like that orange. I also like the idea of some white, but I never did clean out my tips. Maybe I'll make you wait for a minute. I don't want to go so much further that I lose all the good stuff that I've got by camouflaging it in with a whole lot of other stuff. Wow, that was a heck of a plug. That was inside my bottle top. Wow. I like it when they're larger and they come out easily. But I am going to have to clean the threads off of my bottles because they're just being pains. You know where. Alright, so that was a strange thing to do, I know. And that's pearl. But I like the mark. And maybe I'll get some cells out of that, and maybe I won't. But I definitely like that. I'm really tempted to go ahead, give myself another mark on the other side of that coin, or whatever. So that's pretty neat. I like it, and I'm thinking to myself, what will I do now? And for some reason I was being called to some pink there. Some magenta, quinacridone magenta with iridescent pearl fine in it. I've got to say that I've got 2 minutes to tell you guys, come on, register, there we go, that I do sell my artwork, and I really like this piece. I could even do another one pretty happily. I don't even mind that little spot there. It actually goes with that little spot there and those little spots there. Got some nice cells. We don't have a ton of them, but I really like what's happening. I love the colors. I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint, if there are any left after swiping. Tell you guys I love you. There's almost 90,000 of you. Thank you for subscribing. If you're looking for more videos, I will be happy to provide you with a link if you ask me, or even if you don't sometimes. If you like something and you are making a comment, I will often include a link for you to find more things you like. There's over 1,500 videos, and you can find them all on created playlists, under all playlists on my channel. My channel is another good place to find the Teespring clothing store that you can see under the video, only more of it, all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. Please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. If you like what I do, I really appreciate the thumbs up. It's very helpful. I'm going to have to do another painting because I have a lot of this left, and that was just foolish of me because this was too small of a canvas to try and do all that on. But I'll do that in a moment. That is canvas. Anyway, so I love you guys, and please by all means like, share, and watch the videos longer if you want to be of assistance. And shopping the Amazon link is at no added cost to you, and you can find my 2 books there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. I want to thank you guys for all of your wonderful comments. You keep my morale boosted so well, and thank you also for the contributions to help keep me painting. If you would like to have the opportunity to win a painting, anybody who's donating to help support the studio is automatically entered, and if you use PayPal and Patreon and I see that I have received something from you, I will send you a receipt of that. You can see what the monthly prizes are. At the end of the month I do a drawing, and they are on the exhibition video in the last 20 seconds of every video, and if you check that out you'll see the prizes. So what should I tell you guys? Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation is for students on Facebook. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More is shopping from pixels.com and Find Art America. More great stuff there. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors shows you the edited, so far so good, YouTube artworks that I have bothered to put in albums there, and pretty much looking under the video will get you my paint pouring recipe, and checking out the link tree will find you my website and Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. I love you guys. I will see you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida. For now, saying take care of each other and take care of yourself. Sorry about that. I'm still getting used to this camera mount. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and that's pretty cool. There's at least one spot that's just super cool.